This is MK in the mix, and I'm so happy to be on today. First of all, sorry for the 1 hour. I was on another program, so I had to shift our class today to 1 hour. All right. So what I want to do right now is just to share a link to a few other people around. All right. So we'll be talking about email copywriting today. So just grab your pen and paper and get ready to learn a thing or two about email copywriting. We're going to learn how to write emails that pay. Today is all about email copywriting. So give me a minute. Give me a minute. So once again, if you're just joining us, I'd like you to get your questions ready. Any questions you have about email copywriting and any of that, just let me have it. All right. All right, give me a minute. I just want to share the link to the live session with my network. Give me a minute. Let me have people join us. Okay, so I'm gonna start immediately. It is 10:05, so we have 2 minutes. Just waiting to get a few people to come on and join us. We have just 1 minute left, so get ready. Get ready. All right, we are live. So once again, welcome to the live stream. My name is MK Akan. I'm the founder of the World Copywriting Club, and I'm a copywriter with over 10 years of experience, and I've been doing writing copy for myself, for clients, and I've been teaching how to write converting copy, long form sales copy, and email. So 2 days ago, I started this series of classes, and this is the third day. The first day we talked about 4 ways you can improve your copywriting skills fast. Yesterday we talked about storytelling. Today we're going to talk about email copywriting 101, how to write emails that sell. Tomorrow and for the next 4 days, I'm going to also have different classes, okay? So what I always like to do is at the end of every class, I ask people to talk about what they want me to discuss the next day. So I also want to let me know what should I discuss tomorrow. But for now, today, we're talking about email copywriting 101. So if you want to learn how to write emails that sell for yourself or for clients, get ready to take notes in this class. Before we get started, don't forget, we have 4 days left to get 50% on any of my courses. 4 days left to get 50% of any of my courses. There are links where you can get access to my email copywriting course, you can get access to my long form copywriting course, get access to all of my products at 50% off. So you have just 4 days left to get access to those awesome courses. This is going to teach you a lot of things about copywriting and all of that. All right. I didn't ask if you can hear me. So if you can hear me well, loud and clear, give me a yes in the comments. I'd like to see I want to make sure that everybody is on the same page. If you can hear me, let me know. If you can, say yes, I can hear you, because I'm about to start teaching a lot of things around email copywriting. Uh, Dami, thank you so much. Thank you for saying that you can hear me. So I'm going to assume that a lot of people that are here don't really know much about email copywriting. So I'm going to start from the very beginning and try to take it somewhere. Okay. So first question is, what is email copywriting? I'm sure you've heard about emails. Maybe you have an idea about what an email copy is. So just want to talk about it. Email copywriting email copywriting is simply the art of writing sales emails to email subscribers. Okay, it is different from long form sales copy. It's different from content writing. It's different from article writing. The whole purpose of email copywriting is to follow up on subscribers. Now, a lot of businesses have what we call email subscribers, people who have joined their newsletters, and they do so by giving people free information, maybe free lead magnet, maybe discount. So when people give these things for free, they join an email list and get people to become subscribers. From that, they want to follow up these email subscribers. And what they do to follow up are emails, to send emails. So you can send daily emails, weekly emails, monthly emails. These emails have different purposes and goals. Number one is to build a relationship with the owner of the email list. And number two is to sell. Right, is to follow up. The purpose why this is very important, email copy and all of that is important, is that sometimes, not all the time, it's very difficult to have a first sale. Most times people need to hear about your product, your service again and again and again before they can finally buy from you. So that is where email follow-up will always come in. Okay, this is where email follow-ups will come in. People don't buy the first time they hear you. So the easiest way to follow up and get them to hear about your product and buy from you is to send email. There is a law that states that people need to see your product or your messages up to 7 times before they can actually buy from you. So email makes it very easy for people to see what you sell again and again and again, at least for 7 times before they can actually buy. This is why email is very, 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 very useful and very important. A lot of people, a lot of businesses make 50%, 25%, sometimes even 100% of their sales with email. So this is why it's a very valuable skill. It's valuable to you as an email copywriter. It's also valuable to business owners, because if they have email subscribers, if they have a list of email buyers, for example, somebody buys something from somebody, buys a course, and you have the person's email address, you can follow up the person and get them to buy more courses. So this is why email copywriting is very, very useful. It's very valuable to business owners. And if you're an email copywriter, you're very valuable to a business, because you can write emails that can generate sales. Okay? It's a very valuable skill, and it's easier to learn compared to long form sales copy. Okay? I think I have a lot of students who have gotten access to my email copywriting course. A lot of them are able to easily practice and easily learn, because email copy is usually short compared to long form sales copy. Okay, so I hope you understand why this is important, and you also understand why it is a good skill to develop. So let's get down into some more details. So let's talk about parts of an email copy. Now, like I mentioned to you, email is different from article writing, very different. Email is different from a post that you made on social media posts. All right, now there's similarities between all of them, but they're not exactly the same. So I'm going to share with you a few things that you need to know about emails. So the different parts of an email. And if you want to write an email copy, whether you're writing for yourself or writing for a client, here are the different things you need to learn and the different things you need to know your email should have. Number one, the subject line. The subject line is the first thing people see before reading your email. They see your from name. Your from name is your name. and then what your subject line is just the headline of your email. Get people to want to open your email in the first place. Okay, that's number one. So that's something you need to learn how to do, how to write persuasive subject lines. You have to learn how to do it. Okay, all of that is in my email copywriting course, but you need to learn it. Number two, you need to learn how to write something I call the first sentence. A lot of people don't really take time to study this, but it's very important. The first sentence of your email is important because it is going to help people to continue reading, or it will get them to go off your email. Right? It is called the opener, the first sentence. You need to put some time to learn how to write proper first sentences. Most people, when they want to write email copy, they write the first sentence that is wishy-washy, that is not strong enough to grab attention, right? Now, let me talk a bit about the subject line. Okay, you know, one of the most important thing in email copy or copywriting in general is grabbing attention. You need to learn and know that you have to first grab attention before you can actually sell anything. If you want to sell a course, you want to write a sales letter, whatever you're trying to do, you must first grab attention. And that's the purpose of a headline. That is what the subject line will do for you. And that's also something the first sentence will do. If you can grab the attention of the person who is reading your email, you'll be able to get them to read the whole email. Okay? So subject line, first sentence. The next thing that you need to learn and you need to know how to write, and this is an important part of the email, is called the email content or the email body. Now, if you look at your email box and look at the emails that marketers send to you, you are going to see different styles. People have different styles. And the one thing that is always common that you're going to find, no matter the style, the content. You're not going to just send an email and just say, click here to buy. You're not going to just send an email that is just a link to buy. You have to say something to the people who are reading. Always remember this: people don't sign up for an email list just because they like you. There's something that you're going to do for them. There's a promise or there's a problem they're trying to solve. So email is supposed to help them solve that problem. Your email is supposed to move them from one point in their life to another point in their life. So the content of your email will be all of that. So there's so many styles, right? I'll talk a bit about that here in this free class. There are so many kinds of content you can write. So no matter what it is, you have to know how to do it. There's so many of them. I'm going to discuss a few of them here. After that, the next thing you need to know how to do is how to move from what you have as a content to your pitch. My own style of email is to always share, then sell. That's my style. I share something useful, then I sell. People have different styles. But from studying the masters and learning from other people and seeing my own results, sharing content and selling under the content is usually the best, because that means people will get something from you and then they buy from you if they want. Having that link for them to buy is always giving them an opportunity. I believe in always giving people an opportunity to buy something from you in your emails. Meanwhile, the email should still be valuable. So I make my emails very valuable, the content useful, but I still have opportunity for people to buy. Okay? So 95% of my emails have a link for people to buy stuff from me. 95%. Okay, so that is content. You need to know how to write content, and you need to know how to move from your content to what you're selling. That is what I call a transition, and that's what I call a pitch, or so I call a pivot. Pivots are usually a line, a sentence, or a question. Okay, I go into that in detail in my email copywriting course. Now, after you have the transition, the next part of your email could be what you're selling, the pitch. What are you selling? Okay, that is where you talk about what you're selling. So you're connecting your content to what you're selling. And the last part of most emails is what I call the PS section, where you can just say PS is postscript, where you just talk about a few things about, talk about a few things about a thought or an idea that you didn't say, that you didn't have before. Okay, maybe I could, if possible, I could show some examples of emails. I don't know if I'll be able to share my screen. Okay, I'm just trying to check if we're able to share my screen. I just wanted to check if I could you see my? All right. So in any case, okay. So that is just some of the things that you need to, the different parts of an email. Okay. This is my first time using a live stream directly on YouTube. So I was just trying to check out a few things. Anyway, so let me move ahead to something that people ask a lot of questions about. How long should an email be? Right? How long should your email be? Should it be 1,000 words? Should it be 100 words? Should it be 500 words? Okay. I always answer that question this way. I don't really care about length of email. I care about the result my email can generate. Okay. So if it was possible to write a sentence of email and I will do that. If it is possible to write just and make sales, I will do that. So there's really no law that says your email should be 100 words or should be 1,000 words. All right. But generally speaking, it's usually better to have emails that are concise, emails that are not too long. Okay. It's usually better to write emails that are concise and not too long. So between 50 to 1,000 words can be an email. So anywhere between that is good for an email. Okay. But always make sure for me, I write between 100 to 200. All right. Or sometimes 300. Sometimes I write 400 words emails, I write 500 word emails. Sometimes I write 100 word emails. The whole idea is to have your thoughts, have your idea, and you should be able to communicate your idea perfectly. Okay. So that is my thought on the length of email. Okay. That is my thought on the length of email. So I want to talk about something else here that is also really important. I was just taking a note. So I repeat, the length of your email doesn't really matter, but make sure you are able to share your thought completely and make sure that you don't write too long. People just want to have an idea and move. Now, the purpose of your email is not to sell everything in the email. The purpose of your email most times is to move people from your email to a sales page or a webinar or somewhere. Okay. So the length of your email is also affected by what you want to do in your email. Okay. So if you have a sales page that's really good, you don't have to do a lot of work or a lot of selling in your email. All you do is just move people from the email to the sales page, okay? Because the sales page is doing the work already. But if you don't have a good sales page or a sales page or a webinar at all, you will have to do a lot more selling in the email. That's why sometimes there are some marketers that don't have sales pages, but they just sell everything right there in the email. Now, if you're doing that, your email will be much longer, okay? Because that means you're going to make the offer in the email, you're going to do the pitch in the email. But if you have a sales page that's already working and working well, you don't need to sell, you don't need to write a very long email, okay? I'm trying to get another phone to check what's going on. So that determines the length of your email, okay? So if you're not if you're sending people to a good sales page, just write emails that can move them to the sales page. If you don't have a sales page, you need to work a lot harder in the email itself. Okay. With that said, let's talk about some rules of email copywriting. I call them rules because if you follow these rules, you're going to be able to write emails that work. Once again, if you are with me and you have questions about email copywriting, please ask, right? Write in the comments so that when I'm ready to answer your questions, I can answer them. So if you have questions about email copywriting or you have questions about what I just shared with you today, please go ahead and type them right now in the comments. Secondly, everything I'm talking about emails and email copywriting right here in this course is found in my email copywriting program called Short Copy Mastery. Very detailed, very, very detailed. And because of our 50% discount, you can get access to that course at 50%. Okay. And of course, you can get access to that course through to my other courses at a 50% discount, and that is going to end on the 10th of November. Moving on, let's talk about rules of email copywriting. Now, there are a lot of rules you can follow, but there's some rules that I believe are the most important rules that you should follow when you're writing email copy. And these rules are as follows. The rule of one. Now, this is what I believe to be one of the most important rules to follow, because you're going to affect the length of your copy. You're going to affect the ideas that you have for your copy. So the rules are the rule of one. The rule of one states that for every email you're going to write, focus on one idea per time. Focus on one idea per time. Some of the mistakes that people make is they have too many ideas in one email. What's an idea? An idea is an angle for an email. All right. So people have ideas in one email, and because of that, that email is going to be very long. One idea per time. What's an idea? An idea could be the topic for your email. The idea could be the angle you want to use to sell something. Okay. Focus on one idea per email. If you focus on one idea per email, your emails will be shorter. So you could have 100-word email, 200-word emails. You won't have very long-winded emails. Okay. So that's very important. Most people make that mistake. Second rule I want to talk about is if you want to write emails, if you want to learn how to write email copy, you need to understand how to generate email angles or email ideas. In a recent course that I launched a few weeks back, I taught about how to generate unlimited email ideas, which is very important, because imagine if you have a course and you're selling that course for the whole year, or a client walks up to you and says, okay, I want you to write me an email to sell my course every day. Write me one email for 1 year. How would you generate email ideas that you can write? Because you're not going to send the same email every day. You're going to send different emails talking about different things, but promoting the same course. How do you do that? That is where you need to learn how to generate email angles and then have enough email ideas. Okay. So I think I might talk about that a bit if we have time, but it is a rule or a rule for me to be able to generate email ideas and use that to sell. Another rule that I follow is to work on your subject line. A lot of people don't realize how important a subject line is. A subject line is like what the headline does to a sales page. If you have a very good email content, but you don't have a good subject line, people will not see the email. So the email has to be attractive enough for you to be able to get people to read your email. So spend some time working on your subject line. So I want to talk a bit about subject line. Let me note that down. All right. So spend some time to work on your subject lines. Use every headline idea, headline formula, headline template, whatever it is, to be able to generate your subject line so that you can attract your people, get them to click on your email so that they can read your email. Okay. So work on that. That's one rule. Work on your subject lines. The next thing I want to talk about here is to talk about how to generate email ideas. Or let's talk about types of emails you can write. All right, types of emails. So many types of emails, right? All of that depends on what you're working on and all of that. The email ideas or types of emails can help you generate multiple emails again and again and again. Okay. Now, this is what I teach in my unlimited emails course that is currently on a 50% discount. If you can get it, it also is going to help you. This is what I teach. Most times that people are sending emails to something, when you're trying to write emails to sell something, remember, the purpose of an email is to get people to go somewhere. Maybe click a link to go watch a webinar, click a link to go read a sales page. All right. So you're following up on them and sending the email. While you're writing for yourself or for your clients, that's what you do. Okay. So on every webinar, on every sales page, on every landing page, there are different ideas that are already on that page. From the headline, there's an idea, there are ideas. To the lead, there are ideas. To the body copy, there are ideas. Where you have the bullets of the course, these are all ideas. Where you have the course introduction, where you have the PS section, where you have the FAQ, where you have the offer, where you have the bonuses. These are different parts of your sales page. And these are different ideas you can use to write your emails. Okay, so I call those kind of ideas on-page email ideas. Ideas that are on the page or webinar. They are called on-page email ideas. Another kind of idea or email ideas that you can have are the off-page email ideas. Email ideas that are not on the page or not on the webinar or not on the landing page. They are off-page. For example, stories. Stories around your industry, stories around your niche, stories around your clients or your customers, stories around that space. All right, these are all off-page ideas. News can also become an email idea. So all you need to know how to do is how to tie the news, tie the story back to what you're selling. Let me give you an example how that is done. So maybe you want to sell a product that teaches people how to ride a bike, for example, how to ride a bike. That's a funny product though, but how to ride a bike would be a course. And then you read a story in the newspaper that said somebody was able to escape armed robbers because he learned or knew how to ride a bike. He was able to escape armed robbers. Okay? And then there's a story like that on the news. You can use that story to sell your course. So you tell the story about what happened and you let the people know this guy was able to escape armed robbers because he could ride a bike. So if you don't learn how to ride a bike, something could happen to you. So why don't you buy this course and learn how to ride a bike? So that is me using a story outside my page to sell what I'm selling. That format can be used for any kind of course. For example, how to learn how to swim. There are stories about people who have escaped drowning or death because they knew how to swim. You can use those stories that are not on your page and then use that to promote your course. Okay, so these are off-page email ideas. Once again, this is just a tip of the iceberg compared to all you will learn in my unlimited email ideas course. Okay, so I encourage you to go get that. It's different from my email copywriting. This course here, that unlimited email ideas, is specifically to generate email ideas that you can write from whatever you're selling. So it's currently on a discount sale, 50%. You can get it. I'm going to give you a link to that. Also, the short copy mastery program, which the email course, is also available at a discount. Okay, so that is how you can get email ideas for your course. All right, so and email ideas are important. So if you can't generate email ideas, you won't be able to write the emails. I keep saying, if you get a client that says, write me an email a day for my course, if you don't know how to write emails, you're going to lose. So a client says, I have a course, and I want you to write an email every day. And he says, I want to give you $2,000 for that. If you don't know how to write emails every day, you're going to lose. So knowing how to write and generate email ideas, very, very important. And all of that is found in that course. Once again, if you have any questions concerning what I've shared now, or you have questions that you're going to ask me later, drop it in the comment right now so that I can see it and so that I can respond when I am ready to respond. So let's talk a bit about how to write subject lines, because subject lines are really important. Subject lines. There are many ways you can get subject lines and how to write subject lines. Okay, I'm going to share a few with you. One way you can get email ideas and subject line ideas is to study subject lines in your inbox. If you have an email, I am sure that you're getting emails from other people who are trying to sell stuff to you. Now, if you look through your email box, you're going to see subject lines that grab your attention. Those subject lines can be turned to templates, that you can use again and again. So every day you can open your email box, look through your emails, you're going to see emails that grab your attention. Okay, when you do, you look at them and see how you can use them or model them to write your own email subject lines. Okay, so if I have an email that says like one time I got an email from someone that said subject line was very full. Let me remember the subject line. He said, okay, let me give you an example. Do this to lose 5 kg in a week. Okay, do this to lose 5 kg in a week, 5 kg in a week. And if that grabs my attention, I can turn it to another subject line for any other niche. I can say, do this to make 1K every week. So all you have to do is just look for subject lines that are working in your niche and or in any other niche, and then you can model them. Okay, I hope that is clear. So before I go on, I want to know, have you learned anything? Is this making sense? Let me know in the comments if you can hear me. Have you learned anything so far? Encourage me to go on. Have you learned anything so far? Has this class has it been helpful to you? Let me know in the comments. Give me a yes or a thumbs up. I've learned a thing or two. Do that so that I can go on. Is somebody going to encourage me? All right, have you learned a thing or two? Okay, I'm seeing comments now. I have to go on it. Okay. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Divine. Okay, how can you know their story and things happen in their lifetime? Okay. All right, thank you. I appreciate your comments. I want to answering your questions, Divine. So I was talking about subject lines. I just shared with you a few ways you can get subject line ideas for whatever you're selling. Okay, which is very, 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 very awesome. So let me just answer a few questions here since I'm already looking at the questions. Someone Divine says, let's say you want to work with a client, how do you know their story and things happening in their lives? It's very simple. When you work with a client, you need to ask them questions about whatever they're doing. Okay, so if you want stories about your client, so you tell the client, okay, I want to write stories about you so that your emails can fly. Do this for me every week or once every week. Give me a summary of what you did. Give me a summary of your story. Or you can decide with your client, every week I'm going to get on a call with you and discuss your week. You can get lots of story ideas from there. Okay. Number two, you can get story ideas from the sales page if he or she has it. Number three, you can get story ideas from interviewing his clients or his students or getting access to a group where they have students. So you can send an email to your buyers and said, what is your experience with this product? You will have a lot of people sending feedback and you can use that as stories. Okay. So don't be scared of ask your client. You are working with your client and you are there to help your client. So ask him questions, get the information you need from him. He will freely give you that information. You're not going to magically know the story in your client's life. You need to ask the person. That's all part of your research. So you ask the question, what happened this week? So you can have that arrangement, the person can write that, or you can get on the phone or on a live call, a Zoom call, and discuss the week with the client. That is how it is done. Then you can use stories that are not from your clients. Stories obviously from other sources, news. You just need to know how to write them and connect them to what you're selling. All of that is taught in my email copywriting program. Divine, let me know if that makes sense, if I've answered your question. And if you have any other question, let me also know. All right? Does that make sense? Did I answer your question? And do you have any other question concerning how to get story ideas for your emails? Okay? So, while I'm waiting for some more questions, I want to talk again about my special offer. 50% discount on copywriting course, 50% discount on my comprehensive copywriting program, 50% discount on my unlimited ideas course. If you're an email copywriter and you want to get results with your email copy, these courses are important. Try and get them. I'm going to drop a link after I'm done with the class so you can go check out this offer and use the discount code to get them. If you have any more questions, let me know, because I am practically done with the class. I just want to answer your questions and help you as much as possible. Great, nice to see you. Divine, nice to see you. So if you have any questions about all I've shared so far, let me know. And let me also know tomorrow I have another class, and that should be by 9 p.m. West African time. If you want me to talk about another kind of topic, let me know. And if you want to learn some more things about email copywriting in general, give me a topic. I'll take it on. So Divine is asking again, writing selling without selling emails. I don't understand that question. How can you come up with email sequences when you run a campaign? Do you just write what pleases you or what you have in mind with your research? Okay, let me answer that question. So when you're writing, I didn't get the first part of your email. Writing selling without selling emails. I don't understand what you mean by that. But I get the other part of your question that says, how can you come up with email sequences? You see, everything persuasion, everything selling, the most important part is your audience, not you. The copywriter is just doing whatever the audience will take action on. You don't just wake up and just write an email sequence. You need to write stuff that will work with your audience. You don't just wake up and just put any headline. That is why you do research. That is why research is very important. And thank God I have a research course. In fact, 2 copywriting research programs. If you go to my page, I'm going to drop that link. I have a lot of courses. Go through each of them. You need to learn how to write, how to do copywriting research. Very important. If you don't know research, you can't write emails that work. You can't write sales pages that work. Because if you're just writing out of your head, you're going to fail. Your audience is the most important part of whatever you're doing. It is from what you find out from your audience that you're going to write your copy. Okay? You don't just write copy from your head. So your sequences, your headline, the body copy, the offer you're going to make, the bullets, all of those things will make sense to your target audience. Okay? So it is after doing your research, you have to work with what you found. Take for example, if you want to sell a course and then during your research, you find out that people are only interested in how to make $1,000 a month. People are only interested, for example, most of your audience are interested only in making $1,000 a month. If you go and write the headline that says how to make $1 million a month, they will not buy. All right. So even though $1,000 a month, $1 million a month is better than $1,000 a month. The audience are only interested in $1,000 a month. So it is sensible to write the one that will make sense to them. Here's another example. If you don't do any research, you won't know how much weight your audience will really like to lose. So they might, in their own mind, and most of them, okay, I just want to lose weight so that I can wear my clothes, my old clothes. For example, during your research, if you go and say something else and say lose weight so that you can avoid sickness, it is not aligning with what they want. That's the reason why research is important. Whatever promises you make, whatever offer you make, has to align with what the target audience wants. No matter how good your promises are, if the target audience don't want it, you will fail. Okay? So sequences, subject line, emails, landing pages, all of those things come from research. And there's a course on that you can get for 50% off. Let me know if I've answered the question, Divine. Great, if you have a question, let me know. Okay, so that's basically what I've seen here so far. If you have any other question, I'm about to end the stream, but if you have a question, let me know. If you love what I've shared so far, please give me a like and follow this channel. I'm going to be doing this for the next 4 days. So Devon is asking, after doing the research, do you need to compose a guide structure of sending an email a day, or you should just send randomly based on research? Okay, actually, that depends on you. If you're a very structured person, I would advise though, during your research, have your information about your research so that you can go there and get ideas. So you can create something called an idea map. Okay, you can create something called an idea map, maybe 100 ideas or 100 topics that you can write about. So any day you can go there and look at it and bring an idea from there. Okay, So you can decide to do an idea map, or if you are good enough and you can do stuff from your brain, you can do it randomly. But imagine if you have 2 clients and in 2 different niches, it might be difficult. So using an idea map or an email idea map and creating an idea map for each niche, for each product, for each offer can really help you. Just open your idea map and say, okay, today I'm going to talk about this. Today I'm going to talk about this, and that's really going to help you. Okay, so let me do another topic before I leave. Um, Different kinds of emails you can write. Okay, let me just talk about that. You can write how-to emails, how to do this, how to make $1,000 a month, how to lose weight. You can write an email on that and use that for any topic. Story emails. You can write stories about your clients, how they got the idea. You can write stories that are testimonials of your clients or testimonials from the people who have got the product. Stories can be news. Stories can be stories around that niche. Okay. You can also write what I call contradiction emails. Emails that say the opposite of what people are expecting. For example, somebody says, how to make $1,000 a month. You can say how not to make $1,000 a month. That becomes an email idea. And on and on and on and on. All of that is in my email copywriting course and also in my unlimited email ideas course. Okay, so I'm going to stop there for now. Short copy mastery. So the short copy mastery actually teach you how to write emails. Okay, the research, when you do research, whether for emails or for long copy, it's the same. So there's a course for the copywriting research where you can do all the research and then you can use it to write emails or long copy or whatever. Okay, the research is a different thing. Sometimes people send me emails in my inbox and boom, exactly what I need from the subject line. Okay, yeah, that's exactly how it's done. So the person understands you and knows you well. Okay, so if you want to get access to my courses, I have dropped a link to that in the Telegram group. So if you're there, go check it out. I'm going to drop a link to each of them. It's 50% off. So you can pay by bank transfer or you can pay with your card. No issue at all. Is there any other questions so that I can close the live? I've been here with you guys for 44 minutes. Okay, that's a long time. So let me know tomorrow what do you want me to talk about? What should I talk about tomorrow? I could ask the question in the Telegram group, but I can also ask you here since you guys are here. What should I talk about tomorrow? And tomorrow I should be here by 9 p.m. All right, West African time. I'm going to do another free class talking about something else and show up and learn. Okay, and then don't miss the opportunity to get those courses at a discount. So can you say something about disrupt intrigue click? I don't know what that is. That sounds like I don't know what that is. I always love to just focus on simple, basic stuff that can work. When you start talking about disrupt, that is just a name. I know a name a marketer gave something that is there. That's what I want you to tell me, Divine. What should I talk about tomorrow? I don't know yet. It all depends on what you are asking me to talk about. I'll talk about what you want me to talk about. So I could post the question in the group, or you can give me an idea here. What should I discuss about tomorrow? What is your problem with copywriting or email copywriting? So I can discuss about it tomorrow. So Gray, I don't know what disrupt intrigue click is. It's likely a fancy name given by a copywriter. Okay. Okay, how to write a sales page. Okay, I can do on that. I can talk on that. Maybe let me note it down. How to write a sales page. Again, everything here that you are asking me are already as courses. I have a very comprehensive course on how to write a sales page for a digital product. So you can get that too at a discount. I have lots of products that will help you master this skill because I've been doing it for 10 years and I've been developing myself. So once again, when I'm done with the call, I'll drop a link to my page. You can go see all the different courses I have and you can get access to them at a 50% discount. Okay? So maybe tomorrow I'll talk about how to write a sales page from beginning to end. Okay? I'll try as much as possible to teach you what you can do. Though I have a few courses on that though. Anyway, so once again, thank you for being here. I'm about to shut down. Gray, if you can ask me some other questions about what you're saying, I could help. I don't know what this disrupt intricately because okay, once again, thank you for being here, Divine. Thank you, Gray. Thank you. Uh, if you have learned a thing or two, please like the video, share the video, follow the channel. Okay. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about how to write a self page. Okay. Just show you a few things that you need to know. Okay. For now, go and get the courses that I've recommended to you, 50% off. It will only last till the 10th of November. Okay. So go get it. If you have questions, let me know. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. All right. Be good. Bye bye. So let me see how I can shut down this video. I don't know how to do it. How do I do this now? How do I shut down this video? Okay. All right. Thank you. Bye bye.